Today, we step into the heart of Uttar Pradesh to uncover the soul of the city, its people, and the hidden echoes of its timeless past. Uttar Pradesh, a land of staggering diversity, immense spiritual depth, and a geographical footprint that makes it one of the most significant subnational entities in the world. Located in the north-central part of the Indian subcontinent, it is bounded by the majestic Himalayas to the north and the rugged Vindhya Range to the south. Geographically, the state is dominated by the fertile Indo-Gangetic Plain, a vast expanse of alluvial soil deposited over millennia by the holy rivers Ganga and Yamuna. This landscape has made Uttar Pradesh the agricultural backbone of India, often called the cradle of Indian civilization. To the north, the state shares an international border with Nepal and is flanked by the states of Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. To the west lie Haryana, Delhi, and Rajasthan, while the southern border is shared with Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. To the east, the plains extend into Bihar and Jharkhand. This central positioning has historically made it a melting pot of cultures, trade, and political power. The fame of Uttar Pradesh is rooted in its dual identity as a spiritual sanctuary and a historical powerhouse. It is home to the Taj Mahal in Agra, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and a global symbol of eternal love. Beyond the marble wonders of the Mughal era, the state is the spiritual epicenter for several major religions. For Hindus, the cities of Varanasi, Ayodhya, Mathura, and Prayagraj are among the holiest sites on earth. Representing the birthplaces of gods and the convergence of sacred rivers. For Buddhists, the town of Sarnath is where Gautama Buddha delivered his first sermon, making it a pilgrimage site for millions globally. The state's fame also stems from its sheer scale. With a population exceeding 240 million, it is the most populous country subdivision in the world. If Uttar Pradesh were a country, it would be the 5th or 6th most populous nation on the planet. Significant historical events in this region began with the rise of the Mahayanapadas, the 16 great kingdoms of ancient India. It is a remarkable historical fact that 7 of these 16 powerful entities were located entirely within the borders of present-day Uttar Pradesh. This era saw the flourishing of powerful dynasties like the Mauryas and the Guptas. During the Gupta period, often called the Golden Age of India, the region became a global hub for art, science, and philosophy. The state was the birthplace of the great emperor Ashoka's pillars and edicts, which promoted peace and Buddhism across Asia. The city of Prayagraj, formerly Allahabad, served as a vital strategic and cultural junction where the Saraswati, Yamuna, and Ganga rivers met, drawing scholars and saints from across the known world. The medieval period brought a profound transformation as the region became the seat of the Delhi Sultanate and later the mighty Mughal Empire. The city of Agra served as the imperial capital for generations of Mughal emperors, including Akbar, Jahangir, and Shah Jahan. This was a time of unprecedented architectural flowering. The landscape was adorned with red sandstone and white marble marvels like the Agra Fort, the tomb of Itmud ad-Dawla, and the majestic Fatehpur Sikri. The synthesis of Indo-Islamic culture flourished. leading to the birth of Urdu literature, the refinement of Kathak dance, and the evolution of Hindustani classical music. Following the decline of the Mughals, the Nawabs of Awadh rose to power in Lucknow, fostering a unique culture of tahzeeb refinement. They built the magnificent Imambaras and Rumi Darwaza. Creating a city that rivaled Paris in its beauty and cultural sophistication. The heritage of Uttar Pradesh also bears the scars and glory of the struggle for independence. The 19th century marked a turning point with the Indian Rebellion of 1857, which had its epicenters in Meerut, Jhansi, Kanpur, and Lucknow. This uprising was the first major challenge to British colonial rule and produced legendary figures like Rani Lakshmi Bai, the warrior queen of Jhansi, whose bravery is still sung in local folk songs. The state also played a pivotal role in the non-violence movement led by Mahatma Gandhi, with cities like Varanasi and Prayagraj serving as nerve centers for the Indian National Congress. The major attractions and landmarks of Uttar Pradesh are so numerous and iconic that they define the quintessential image of India for the rest of the world. At the top of this list stands Agra, a city that serves as a monument to the grandeur of the Mughal Empire. The Taj Mahal, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is perhaps the most famous building on the planet. Built by Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. This white marble mausoleum is a masterpiece of symmetry and delicate inlay work known as Petra Dura. Watching the Taj change colors from a soft pink at dawn to a brilliant white under the midday sun, and finally a shimmering gold under the moonlight, is a spiritual experience in itself. Nearby, the Agra Fort stands as a massive red sandstone fortress that once housed the imperial treasury and the royal family. Its intricate palaces, such as the Khas Mahal and the Jahangiri Mahal, offer panoramic views of the Taj Mahal across the Yamuna River. Beyond, Agra lies the abandoned imperial city of Fatehpur Sikri, built by Akbar the Great. This city was the capital of the Mughal Empire for a brief period before being vacated due to water shortages. Today, it remains a perfectly preserved ghost city. The Buland Darwaza, or the Gate of Magnificence, is the highest gateway in the world and serves as a stunning entrance to the Jama Masjid. The delicate marble tomb of the Sufi saint Salim Chishti, located within the palace complex, is a place where people of all faiths come to tie threads and make wishes. Moving towards the spiritual heart of the state, we find Varanasi, Kashi. The city's main attraction is its riverfront, consisting of over 80 ghats. The Dashashwamedh Ghat is the site of the world-famous Ganga Aarti, a nightly ritual where priests perform a synchronized ceremony with fire and incense, accompanied by the rhythmic chanting of hymns. The state is also home to several other famous cities, each with its own unique landmarks. Lucknow, the city of Nawabs, is famous for the Bara Imambara. This architectural marvel features a central hall that is one of the largest arched constructions in the world, without any supporting pillars or beams. Above it lies the Bul Bulaya, a complex labyrinth of narrow corridors that was designed to confuse intruders. The Chota Imambara, adorned with exquisite chandeliers and calligraphy, and the British Residency, which tells the story of the 1857 uprising, are essential visits. Prayagraj is famous for the Triveni Sangam, the holy confluence of 3 rivers. During the Kumbh Mela, this spot becomes the center of the world's largest religious gathering. The Allahabad Fort, built by Akbar, and the Anand Bhavan, the ancestral home of the Nehru Gandhi family, are significant cultural centers that bridge the gap between ancient history. And modern. Indian politics dock religious buildings in Uttar Pradesh are not just places of worship, but are architectural wonders. The newly constructed Ram Mandir in Ayodhya has become a major global landmark, attracting millions of devotees to the birthplace of Lord Rama. In Mathura and Vrindavan, the Prem Mandir and the Bank Bihari temple showcase the vibrant, joyful devotion associated with Lord Krishna. For followers of Buddhism, Sarnath is a site of immense iconic value. The Dhanmek Stupa, a massive cylindrical structure, marks the spot where Buddha gave his first sermon. The Sarnath Museum nearby houses the lion capital of Ashoka, which is now the national emblem of India. Whether it is the grand mosques of Jaunpur, the ancient temples of Chitrakoot, or the colonial-era churches of Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh's landmarks offer a visual feast that spans religions, eras, and architectural styles. The culture and traditions of Uttar Pradesh are not merely a collection of rituals, but a living, breathing testament to the Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb, a G-Abonai Tehzeeb, term that poetically describes the harmonious blending of Hindu and Islamic cultures over centuries. This synthesis is the soul of the state and dictates the local etiquette, which is famously refined, especially in the Awadh region. The concept of Pehal Aap, after you, is not just a polite phrase in Lucknow. It is a philosophy of putting others before oneself, a hallmark of the sophisticated urbanity developed under the Nawabs. This etiquette extends to language as well. Uttar Pradesh is the cradle of both Hindi and Urdu, and the spoken dialect in cities like Lucknow and Varanasi is noted for its poetic flow, use of metaphors, and respectful honorifics like Janab or Aap. Even in the rural heartlands, the panchayat system and communal living have fostered a culture of deep-rooted respect for elders and a strong sense of hospitality, where a guest is truly treated as a representative of the divine god festivals in Uttar Pradesh are a riot of color, sound, and deep spiritual fervor, often drawing millions from across the globe. Holi, the festival of colors, is celebrated with unparalleled energy in the Braj region. In Barsana and Nangan, the Lafmar Holi recreates the playful legends of Radha and Krishna, where women playfully strike men with sticks while men shield themselves, all amidst clouds of vibrant abir and gul. In Varanasi, the festival of Dev Deepawali transforms the riverfront into a galaxy on earth. as every single one of the 84 ghats is lit with millions of earthen lamps to celebrate the victory of Lord Shiva. The Islamic festivals of Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha are marked by grand congregational prayers at the Taj Masajid and the sharing of suayang, sweet vermicelli, across communities. Then there is the Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj, the largest peaceful gathering of humanity. It is more than a festival. It is a spiritual phenomenon where the air is thick with the scent of incense and the sound of Vedic chanting. As millions take a holy dip at the confluence of the sacred rivers to cleanse their souls, the traditional clothing of the state is a reflection of its artistic heritage. Women across the state are often seen in the iconic Banarasi sari, famous for its heavy gold and silver brocade work, or zari. Each sari is a labor of love that can take months to weave by hand. Lucknow is the home of chikankari, a delicate and ancient form of hand embroidery usually done on cool muslins and silks, making it a favorite during the hot summer months. Men traditionally wear the kurta pajama, or the dhoti kurta, often topped with a topi, cap, or a gamha, a traditional checkered towel in the eastern districts. On formal occasions, the sherwani remains the attire of choice, symbolizing a regal legacy. Music and dance are the rhythmic heartbeats of the state's culture. Uttar Pradesh is the birthplace of Kathak, one of the 8 major forms of Indian classical dance. Originating as a storytelling art in temples, it was later refined in the Mughal courts, resulting in a dance form that combines intricate footwork, tatkar, with graceful hand gestures and storytelling, dakbav. The state also boasts a rich folk tradition. The Raslila of Braj depicts the divine life of Krishna, while Nautanki is a popular form of folk theater that combines music, dance, and satire to comment on social issues. In the rural plains, folk music genres like Urha, Kairi, monsoon songs, and Chedi celebrate the cycles of nature and the joys and sorrows of the common people. From the haunting strains of the Shehnai played by legends like Ustad Bismillah Khan on the ghats of Benares to the soul-stirring qawwalis at the Dargah of Deva Sharif. Music in Uttar Pradesh is a bridge between the earthly and the eternal. 5. The cuisine of Uttar Pradesh is a gastronomic journey that spans from the rustic, earthy flavors of the rural plains to the sophisticated, spice-laden delicacies of the royal courts. It is broadly categorized into 2 main styles: the Awadhi, cuisine of the Lucknow region, and the Bhojpuri, or Purbi, cuisine of the eastern districts, with significant influences from Mughal and Braj traditions as well. Awadhi cuisine is world-renowned for its dum-pooked style of cooking, where food is sealed in large, heavy-bottomed pots, handis, and cooked over a slow fire. This process allows the meat and vegetables to cook in their own juices, absorbing the complex aromas of spices like saffron, star anise, and cinnamon. The legendary Tunde Kebabi in Lucknow is a pilgrimage site for food lovers, famous for its galudi kebabs. These kebabs were originally created for an aging Nawab who had lost his teeth. They are made from finely minced meat mixed with over 160 secret spices, and are so soft they literally melt on the tongue dot in contrast to the meat-heavy royal kitchens. The Braj region around Mathura and Vrindavan offers a vegetarian paradise centered around dairy. This is the land of Lord Krishna, and the food here reflects his love for milk and butter. The Mathura Peda, a sweet made from condensed milk and cardamom, is a must-try. For breakfast, locals swear by bedai and aloo sabzi, a deep-fried, lentil-stuffed puri served with a spicy potato curry and a dollop of curd. Moving towards the east, the cuisine becomes more rustic. Litti choka is the staple of the Provençal region. Littis are balls of whole wheat flour stuffed with sattu, roasted gram flour, and spices, roasted over a fire of coal or cow dung cakes, and then drenched in pure desi ghee. They are served with chuka, a smoky mash of roasted eggplant, tomatoes, and potatoes seasoned with raw mustard oil and green chilies. The street food culture of Uttar Pradesh is perhaps the most vibrant in India. Every city has its own chaat gali, or food street. In Varanasi, the street food experience is incomplete without tamatar chaat, a spicy tomato-based preparation served in earthen pots, donas, and malayo, a winter special aerated milk foam flavored with saffron and pistachios. Lucknow's basket chaat at Royal Cafe is a colorful explosion of flavors and textures, featuring a potato basket filled with lentils, chutneys, and yogurt. For those with a sweet tooth, the petha of Agra is legendary. This translucent candy made from ash gourd comes in dozens of varieties, from the classic Angori petha to modern chocolate-flavored versions. The state is also famous for its beverages. The thick, creamy Banarasi lassi, topped with a thick layer of malai and the refreshing thandai, often infused with herbs and spices, are iconic drinks that offer respite from the summer heat. Traditional restaurants versus street stalls offer a different kind of experience. While restaurants like Ayodhya in Lucknow provide a regal setting for a formal multi-course Dastar Kwan meal, the true soul of UP's food lies in the bustling markets. Places like the Aminabad market in Lucknow or the Gadalia crossing in Varanasi are sensory overloads where the air is thick with the smell of roasting meat and frying sweets. Travelers should not miss the nihari and kulcha, breakfast in the old city areas, a slow-cooked mutton stew that is traditionally eaten early in the morning to provide energy for the day. Whether it is the Banarasi pan that serves as the perfect digestive after a heavy meal, or the simple teri, vegetable pulao, cooked in households across the state. The food of Uttar Pradesh is a deep expression of its history, geography, and the immense love its people have for feeding others. The experiences and activities available in Uttar Pradesh are as diverse as the state itself, offering everything from spiritual immersion to high-octane modern entertainment. Walking tours are arguably the most profound way to engage with the state's soul. In Varanasi, a death and rebirth walking tour takes you through the narrow, winding alleys that have existed for millennia. You walk past ancient shrines, hidden temples, and traditional akharas where wrestlers train in the mud, eventually reaching the Manikarnika Ghat. Observing the eternal fires of the cremation pyres from a distance offers a poignant meditation on the cycle of life that is central to Indian philosophy. Similarly, in Lucknow, a heritage walk through the Kaiserbagh complex or the Residency provides a narrative of the 1857 uprising, where the walls still bear the pockmarks of cannon fire. These walks are not just sightseeing. They are journeys through time, guided by the stories of locals who have lived in these heritage districts for generations. Shopping is a major part of the experience in Uttar Pradesh, and the state's markets are legendary for their chaos and charm. In the western part of the state, Noida and Ghaziabad offer a modern contrast with sprawling shopping malls like the DLF Mall of India, which features international brands, multiplexes, and indoor theme parks. However, for a truly local experience, one must visit the traditional bazaars. The Aminabad and Chowk markets in Lucknow are famous for chikan embroidery and Idar traditional perfumes. Navigating these markets involves bargaining, sampling street food, and witnessing the sheer energy of Indian commerce. In Agra, the Sadr Bazaar is the place to go for leather goods and marble souvenirs. For family activities, the Janeshwar Mishra Park in Lucknow, one of the largest parks in Asia, offers boat rides, jogging tracks, and vast green spaces for picnics. Meanwhile, the Lion Safari in Etawah provides an adventurous outing for wildlife enthusiasts, showcasing the state's efforts in conservation. For those seeking nightlife and entertainment, the urban hubs of the National Capital Region, NCR, like Noida, have a buzzing pub and club scene. However, the more traditional nightlife of Uttar Pradesh is found in its cultural performances. Attending a Ram Leela during the Dussehra festival is a monumental experience. In Ramnagar, across the river from Varanasi, the Ram Leela is performed on a massive scale over 31 days, with different locations in the town serving as different parts of the mythological map. It is a form of environmental theater that has been recognized by UNESCO. Additionally, boat rides at the Sangam in Prayagraj during sunset offer a peaceful, reflective entertainment that connects the traveler with nature and spirituality. Whether you are taking a cycle rickshaw tour through the galleys or watching a classical Kathak performance in a historic Haveli, the things to do in Uttar Pradesh ensure that every hour of your trip is filled with wonder and discovery. The natural landscape of Uttar Pradesh is often overshadowed by its monuments, but it holds some of India's most pristine and diverse ecosystems. The state is a major part of the Terai region, a belt of marshy grasslands, savannas, and forests at the base of the Himalayas. The Dudhwa National Park is the crown jewel of this natural heritage. Spanning over 490 square kilometers, it is a sanctuary for the endangered one-horned rhinoceros, the Royal Bengal tiger, and the Barasingha swamp deer. A jeep safari through Dudhwa feels like entering a forgotten world of towering sal trees and dense undergrowth. Nearby, the Pilibhit Tiger Reserve and the Kedarnayagat Wildlife Sanctuary offer opportunities to see rare species like the Gangetic dolphin in the Gurwa River. These spots are perfect for nature photographers and those looking to escape the urban noise. Beyond the dense forests, Uttar Pradesh features unique geological formations and water bodies. The Vindhya Range in the south, particularly in the Sonbhadra and Mirzapur districts, offers a rugged, rocky terrain that is a stark contrast to the flat Gangetic plains. Here, you can find ancient rock paintings at sites like Lakhania, Dari, and stunning waterfalls like the Windham Falls and Mukha Falls. These areas are popular for trekking and day trips, providing a sense of adventure in the wilderness. For bird lovers, the state is a paradise during the winter months. The Keetham Lake, Sir Saravar Bird Sanctuary, near Agra, is home to over 100 species of migratory birds, and also houses a sloth bear rescue center. The Bakira Bird Sanctuary is another hidden gem, where the vast wetland provides a serene backdrop for observing the migratory patterns of birds flying in from Siberia and Central Asia. Trips near the major cities offer a quick immersion into nature or rural life. From Agra, a visit to the Chambal River Sanctuary is highly recommended. Unlike the muddy waters of the Ganga, the Chambal is crystal clear and is one of the last remaining clean rivers in India, hosting gharials, long-snouted crocodiles, and red-crowned roof turtles. From Lucknow, a short drive takes you to the Nawabganj Bird Sanctuary, an ideal spot for a quiet walk and bird watching. Even the riverfronts in cities like Ayodhya and Varanasi serve as viewpoints, where the vast horizon of the river provides a sense of peace. The state's commitment to ecotourism is growing, with more forest rest houses and nature trails being developed to help visitors appreciate the biological wealth of the Indo-Gangetic heartland. Navigating a state as massive as Uttar Pradesh requires well-planned approach to transportation. The state has one of the most extensive railway networks in India, making the train the primary mode of long-distance travel. Hubs like Kanpur Central, Lucknow Sharbagh, an architectural marvel in itself, and Prayagraj Junction connect every corner of the state to the rest of the country. For the Golden Triangle tourists, the Gadaman Express and Shatabdi Express offer high-speed, comfortable links between Delhi, Agra, and Jhansi. For intercity travel by road, the Uttar Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation, UPSRTC, operates thousands of buses. The Janrith and Shatabdi AC buses are excellent for budget-conscious travelers who want comfort without the high cost of private taxis docked within the cities. The transportation landscape is a mix of the old and the new. Lucknow, Kanpur, and Noida have modern metro rail systems that are clean, fast, and the best way to avoid the legendary traffic congestion of these urban centers. For more flexible travel, app-based services like Uber and Ola are widely available in the larger cities. However, in the heart of the old cities, the auto rickshaw and e-rickshaw are the kings of the road. They are small enough to navigate narrow streets and are very affordable, though it is essential to agree on a fare before starting the journey. In religious hubs like Varanasi and Mathura, the cycle rickshaw remains a popular and eco-friendly choice, offering a slower pace that allows you to soak in the sights and sounds of the bazaar. For tourists, There are several travel cards and passes available. The Lucknow Metro, for instance, offers a tourist card for unlimited travel. While there isn't a single up-wide tourist pass yet, most major monuments under the Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, such as the Taj Mahal and Agra Fort, allow for a combo ticket that provides a slight discount. It is highly recommended to use the ASI Pay or Book My Show portals to buy tickets online, as this allows you to skip the long physical queues. For river travel, small private boats and government-operated cruises are available in Varanasi and Ayodhya. Taking a boat at dawn in Varanasi is not just transport, it is a ritual experience. When traveling between smaller towns, shared autos are common, though they can be quite crowded. Overall, the transportation in Uttar Pradesh is efficient if you know which mode to pick for which specific terrain. Shopping in Uttar Pradesh is like walking through a live catalog of India's artisanal history. The state is world famous for its specialized One District One Product (ODOP) initiative, which promotes the unique crafts of each region. At the top of any shopper's list should be the Banarasi silk from Varanasi. These saris and fabrics are hand-woven with real gold and silver threads, zari, and are considered heirlooms. Visiting a weaver's colony in Varanasi allows you to see the painstaking process behind each thread. In Lucknow, the craft of chikankari embroidery is the star. This delicate shadowwork embroidery on muslin or silk is perfect for the Indian climate. You can find everything from casual kurtas to heavy wedding lehengas in the markets of Janpath and Aminabad. Beyond textiles, Uttar Pradesh is a hub for metalwork and stonecraft. Moradabad is known globally as the Paidal Nagri, or the Brass City. Here, you can find exquisite brass lamps, trophies, and traditional utensils with intricate engravings. For stonecraft, Agra is the destination. The descendants of the artisans who built the Taj Mahal still practice Pitra Dura marble inlay work. You can purchase small jewelry boxes, tabletops, and plates inlaid with semi-precious stones like lapis lazuli and turquoise. Firozabad, near Agra, is the glass capital of India. Every imaginable color of glass bangle can be found here, along with stunning chandeliers and glassware. For leather enthusiasts, Kanpur and Agra offer high-quality boots, belts, and bags at a fraction of international prices. Popular shopping streets offer a sensory overload. The Nai Sarak in Meerut is famous for musical instruments, while the perfume lanes of Kanauj are where you can find authentic idar made from roses, sandalwood, and even the scent of wet earth, Midi Ka Adar. For those who prefer modern shopping, malls like the Phoenix Palacio in Lucknow provide a luxury experience. However, the true essence of Up is found in the local ghats or weekly markets. Souvenirs from Uttar Pradesh are not just mass-produced items. They are pieces of a heritage that dates back centuries. Whether it is the Zardozi work of Bareilly or the terracotta of Gorakhpur, buying a local craft in Uttar Pradesh supports a community of artisans who have kept these traditions alive against the tide of industrialization. Planning. A trip to a region as vast and culturally complex as Uttar Pradesh requires careful consideration of timing, etiquette, and logistics. The first thing a tourist must consider is the weather. The best time to visit Uttar Pradesh is during the winter months, from October to March. During this window, the climate is crisp and cool, making it ideal for exploring the outdoor monuments of Agra or the crowded ghats of Varanasi without the risk of heat exhaustion. The temperature in winter can drop significantly at night, especially in the northern plains, so packing light woolens is essential. Conversely, the summer months from April to June see temperatures soaring above 45 degrees Celsius, accompanied by the lu, a hot, dusty wind that can make daytime sightseeing nearly impossible. The monsoon season from July to September brings relief from the heat, but can cause humidity and localized flooding, which might disrupt travel schedules, though the lush greenery of the countryside is at its peak during this time. Safety is another critical aspect for tourists. While Uttar Pradesh is generally welcoming to visitors, it is wise to follow standard travel precautions. In major tourist hubs like Agra and Varanasi, you may encounter aggressive touts or unofficial guides. It is always better to hire government-approved guides through your hotel or the official Uttar Pradesh Tourism Department. For solo travelers and women, it is advisable to avoid late-night travel in isolated areas and to use reputable app-based taxi services like Uber or Ola. Dress code is a significant factor in Uttar Pradesh due to its deep religious roots. When visiting temples, mosques, or rural areas, it is important to dress modestly. Both men and women should ideally cover their shoulders and knees. Many religious sites require you to remove your footwear before entering, so wearing easy-to-remove shoes or carrying a pair of socks is a practical tip. Some temples also have restrictions on leather items, such as belts or wallets, being taken inside. Local laws and customs should be respected to ensure a smooth experience. In several holy cities like Ayodhya and parts of Varanasi, the sale and consumption of alcohol and non-vegetarian food are strictly prohibited. Travelers should be mindful of these sensitivities. When it comes to photography, while most monuments allow it, some inner sanctums of temples in certain sensitive areas, like the cremation ghats in Varanasi, are off limits for cameras. Always look for signage or ask permission. Regarding health, it is strongly recommended to drink only bottled or filtered water, and to be cautious with street food if your digestive system is not accustomed to spicy Indian cuisine. Carrying a basic medical kit with rehydration salts and digestive medicine is a smart move. Finally, always keep a digital and physical copy of your passport and visa. And be aware that many monuments now require digital tickets purchased via QR codes or official websites. By keeping these practical tips in mind, you can navigate the state with confidence and focus on its magnificent heritage. Uttar Pradesh is not just a state in India. It is a profound experience that captures the very essence of the human journey. It is a land where every stone has a story to tell, and every river carries the weight of thousands of years of prayers. From the ethereal beauty of the Taj Mahal in Agra, which represents the pinnacle of Mughal architecture, to the timeless spiritual energy of Varanasi, the oldest living city in the world, the state offers a journey that is both outward and inward. It is a place where the grandeur of history meets the vibrance of modern life, creating a tapestry that is as complex as it is beautiful. Whether you are exploring the royal ruins of Fatehpur Sikri, enjoying the refined tehzeeb of Lucknow, or witnessing the massive gathering of the Kumbh Mela, Uttar Pradesh leaves an indelible mark on your soul. As you conclude your virtual or physical journey through Uttar Pradesh, it becomes clear why this state is considered the heartbeat of India. It is a land of contradictions that somehow find a perfect balance, ancient yet evolving, chaotic yet spiritual, and humble yet grand. It challenges your senses and rewards your curiosity. For the traveler, It offers more than just sights. It offers perspective. You leave Uttar Pradesh with a deeper understanding of faith, history, and the resilience of human culture. It is a destination that demands to be seen, felt, and understood. So, whether you are a pilgrim seeking spiritual solace, a historian looking for the roots of empires, or a traveler in search of the real India, Uttar Pradesh stands ready to welcome you with open arms and a story that never ends.